Alejandro Garnacho eyes Premier League stay amid Manchester United exit talks. Manchester United winger Alejandro Garnacho is set for a high-profile summer move after falling out with manager Ruben Amorim, and the Argentine has made it clear that his preference is to remain in the Premier League. The 20-year-old's future at Old Trafford has come under intense scrutiny following a series of incidents that have strained his relationship with the club's new head coach. Tensions reportedly boiled over after Garnacho was left out of the starting 11 for the Europa League final against Tottenham, a decision that left the young winger deeply frustrated. The fallout from that snub saw Garnacho excluded from United's squad for their final Premier League fixture of the season, a home clash against Aston Villa. Amorim, who is overseeing a major rebuild after a disastrous campaign that saw United finish 15th, has made it clear that Garnacho is no longer in his plans and advised him to find a new club. Despite interest from clubs abroad, Garnacho is keen to stay in England. According to reports, the winger sees his future in the Premier League and has already attracted attention from top-flight rivals. Chelsea have emerged as early frontrunners for his signature, with Sunsport revealing that the Blues are Garnacho's preferred destination. Mauricio Pochettino is believed to be an admirer of the Argentine, and the West London club are expected to firm up their interests soon. Aston Villa are also monitoring the situation closely. With Villa qualifying for European competition, they are keen to add attacking flair to their squad and see Garnacho as a player who can make an immediate impact. His pace, dribbling, and creativity would complement Villa's current attacking options, and the club could offer him a prominent role in their system. Bayer Leverkusen have also shown interest, with a potential reunion with former United boss Erik ten Hag on the cards. Ten Hag gave Garnacho his breakthrough at United, and the Dutchman is now managing Leverkusen following a summer switch. However, a move to the Bundesliga seems unlikely, as Garnacho is prioritizing staying in the Premier League. Saudi Arabian side Al Nassr have entered the race too, reportedly willing to offer a lucrative package to tempt Garnacho. A transfer to Al Nassr would see him reunited with Cristiano Ronaldo, a player he previously looked up to and briefly played alongside at United. Despite the appeal of playing with Ronaldo and the financial incentives, a move to Saudi Arabia is not Garnacho's first choice at this stage in his career. Initially, United were believed to be valuing Garnacho at £50 million, but with growing interest from several clubs, the price tag has reportedly risen to £70 million. Given his age, potential and track record, 144 appearances, 26 goals and 22 assists for United, this valuation could be justified in today's transfer market. Manchester United's summer rebuild, Martinez decision, Osimhen talks, and transfer frenzy underway. Manchester United are preparing for a transformative summer in the transfer market following one of the worst seasons in their Premier League history. Under new manager Ruben Amorim, the Red Devils finished a dismal 15th and suffered a 1-0 defeat to Tottenham in the Europa League final. The club is now undergoing a major squad overhaul as they aim to bounce back stronger. In the 2025-26 campaign, the summer rebuild has already begun with the arrival of Brazilian forward Matheus Cunha from Wolves, signaling United's intent to strengthen their attacking options. Cunha's arrival marks the first major move, but it is far from the last. Several senior players, including Christian Eriksen, Victor Lindelof, and Johnny Evans, have departed Old Trafford after their contracts expired, making room for new signings. Meanwhile, Emiliano Martinez has emerged as a top goalkeeping target for United. According to reports from ESPN Argentina, the club has opened talks with the Aston Villa and Argentina shot-stopper. Martinez, who helped Argentina win the 2022 World Cup, is expected to leave Villa this summer and is reportedly keen on joining United despite interest from Galatasaray and clubs in the Saudi Pro League. His potential arrival could spell the end for Andre Onana, who has come under heavy criticism for his inconsistent performances. When questioned about his future, Onana remained non-committal, saying, "Will I leave? I don't know. We'll see." In the attacking department, United are also pursuing Napoli striker Victor Osimhen. Talks have resumed between the club and the Nigerian forward after he rejected a move to Al Hilal. Osimhen had an outstanding loan spell last season, scoring 37 goals in 41 games and remains a hot commodity in the transfer market. While Galatasaray hopes to secure him permanently, United are looking to hijack the deal to reinforce their underperforming strike force. Amorim is believed to be particularly eager to sign a proven goal scorer after Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee failed to deliver, combining for just 17 goals in 105 appearances across all competitions. The summer shakeup is expected to include multiple departures as well. Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, Antony, and Tyrell Malacia are all reportedly up for sale, which could significantly alter the look of the squad ahead of next season. These exits would not only reduce the wage bill, but also create space for further reinforcements. In midfield, United have shown interest in Manchester City youngster James McAtee. However, Bayer Leverkusen are also in the race as they prepare for the possible departure of Florian Wirtz, who is close to joining Liverpool. City manager Pep Guardiola has admitted that McAtee may have to leave to gain more regular playing time, acknowledging the youngster's potential, but also the fierce competition within City's squad. Manchester United step-up transfer hunt as Mbeumo doubts and Ekitike interest surface. Manchester United's summer transfer plans are heating up, with the club intensifying their search for attacking reinforcements. After confirming the signing of Brazilian forward Matheus Cunha from Wolves, United are far from finished, with at least 4 more additions targeted to reshape Ruben Amorim's squad. United's pursuit of Brentford star Bryan Mbeumo has hit a potential snag as new competition emerges from North London. Tottenham Hotspur's appointment of Thomas Frank, Mbeumo's longtime boss at Brentford, could prove pivotal. The 25-year-old Cameroon international, who notched 20 goals last season, is now reportedly more intrigued by a reunion with Frank, particularly given the promise of Champions League football at Spurs. Frank has made Mbeumo a priority target for Tottenham, urging his new club to rival United for the versatile forward. This development may place United at a disadvantage, especially as they cannot currently offer European top-tier competition. Mbeumo's familiarity with Frank's system and Spurs' immediate ambitions could outweigh United's interest, making the deal a difficult one to push through. Despite this, Manchester United remain aggressive in the market. The club is still targeting a striker, a midfielder, a goalkeeper, and possibly a winger alongside Mbeumo. Names like Victor Gyökeres and Victor Osimhen continue to circulate as United look to strengthen their front line. However, with both players commanding high price tags and salary demands, especially Osimhen, whose wage expectations reportedly exceed £500,000 per week in Premier League terms, alternative targets are being explored. One of those alternatives is Hugo Ekitike. The 22-year-old Eintracht Frankfurt striker had a breakout season in Germany, scoring 22 goals and registering 12 assists across 48 appearances. His form has caught the eye of several Premier League clubs, with Manchester United now joining Chelsea and Liverpool in the race for his signature. United are said to have made inquiries about a potential deal for Ekitike. However, Frankfurt are standing firm, valuing the French striker at €100 million, £85 million. Sporting director Marcus Kroesch made it clear that the club is in no rush to sell, stating if the price isn't right, then he'll just stay with us. We don't have to sell Hugo. Ekitike's age, versatility, and ceiling make him an appealing prospect for United, particularly as they seek a long-term solution up front. Yet, much like with Osimhen and Gyökeres, the club's financial situation, compounded by profit and sustainability rules (PSR), means player sales will be required to facilitate further spending. Meanwhile, exits from Old Trafford are expected to continue. Christian Eriksen is likely to depart, and Casemiro's future also hangs in the balance as he enters the final year of his contract. Manchester United eye Victor Osimhen as Plan B amid transfer drama and financial juggling. Manchester United are considering Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen as a potential backup plan should their efforts to sign Victor Gyökeres collapse. Gyökeres, currently with Sporting Lisbon, had reportedly reached an agreement allowing a transfer for £59 million. However, Sporting have attempted to increase that figure, straining relations and casting doubt over the deal. The Swedish striker, who scored an impressive 57 goals in 57 games under Ruben Amorim, is still wanted by his former boss. now in charge at Old Trafford. With Gyökeres' transfer now uncertain, United have turned their sights to Osimhen, who enjoyed a prolific season on loan at Galatasaray, scoring 32 goals in 37 appearances. Though technically still a Napoli player, Osimhen is not part of new boss Antonio Conte's plans. Galatasaray are keen to keep him, and Saudi clubs like Al Hilal have also entered the fray with lucrative offers. However, United face a significant financial obstacle. Osimhen's contract in Turkey is reportedly worth £300,000 per week after tax. To match that in the UK, United would need to pay around £500,000 weekly, a figure beyond their current wage structure. Despite the high cost, Osimhen remains a viable option if the Gyökeres pursuit fails. United's summer overhaul is already underway, having signed Brazilian forward Matheus Cunha from Wolves for £62 million. But more arrivals depend on major player departures to balance the books and comply with the Premier League's Profit and Sustainability Rules (PSR). Among those likely to exit are Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho. Ironically, the only two United players featured in the latest CS Football Observatory list of the 100 most valuable players in global football. Højlund is ranked 52nd with a £68 million valuation, despite struggling since his £72 million move from Atalanta. With £38 million in amortization still on the books, United need to recoup at least that amount to break even. Garnacho, ranked 85th and valued at £54 million, would represent pure profit under PSR rules. Off the pitch, United have received a rare piece of good news. After their dismal season and missing out on Champions League football, their stock price had plunged, dragging the club's market value down to £1.72 billion, far below the £4.54 billion valuation implied by Sir Jim Ratcliffe's £1.487 billion investment. However, the share price has recently rebounded, peaking at £14.51 this week and bringing the club's value back up to just under £2.5 billion. While still a far cry from last year's valuation, it offers some optimism for a financial recovery. Something Ratcliffe will hope is mirrored in United's on-field performances next season. United's transfer strategy this summer hinges on smart decisions in a tight financial climate. Whether it's Gyökeres, Osimhen, or another target, Manchester United have officially kicked off their summer transfer window under new manager Ruben Amorim by completing the high-profile signing of Brazilian forward Matheus Cunha. The 25-year-old joins from Wolverhampton Wanderers in a deal worth £62.5 million, becoming the club's first addition under Amorim's leadership. Cunha, who previously played for Atletico Madrid before making the move to Wolves, expressed deep emotion over joining United, a club he supported growing up in Brazil. "It is hard to put into words my feelings about becoming a Manchester United player," Cunha shared. "Ever since I was a child in Brazil, watching Premier League games on TV at my grandmother's house, United was my favorite English team, and I dreamed of wearing the red shirt. I can't wait to get started and work hard to help get this club back to the top." The signing of Cunha marks the beginning of what is expected to be a busy transfer window at Old Trafford. Despite failing to qualify for any UEFA competition next season, the club is prepared to invest heavily to rebuild under Amorim. This comes after several senior players, including Victor Lindelof, Johnny Evans, and Christian Eriksen, were confirmed to be leaving upon the expiry of their contracts. Discussions over a possible extension for veteran goalkeeper Tom Heaton are ongoing. United are also likely to see more player departures in the coming weeks, with names such as Marcus Rashford and Antony being linked with potential exits. Bruno Fernandes, however, is expected to stay and continue as a central figure in Amorim's squad. In other transfer-related developments, Borussia Dortmund have clarified their position on a potential return for winger Jadon Sancho. Sebastian Kehl, Dortmund's sporting director, stated that while the club maintains contact with Sancho, due to their shared history, a third stint is not currently being prioritized. Sancho returned to Dortmund on loan in January 2024 and played a key role in their run to the Champions League final. However, with registration for the Club World Cup already closed, Mikel confirmed the matter has been exaggerated in the media and is not on their immediate agenda. Elsewhere, former United starlets Mason Greenwood and Angel Gomez are set for a reunion in Ligue 1. Greenwood, who has agreed to join Marseille, will be reunited with Gomez, who is also making the switch to the Stade Velodrome from Lille. The two players came through United's academy together and made their senior debuts as teenagers. While Gomez has earned a senior England cap and enjoyed 5 successful seasons with Lille, Greenwood has since chosen to represent Jamaica at the international level. With Amorim at the helm and several changes underway, Manchester United appear poised for a major rebuild. Cunha's arrival is just the first step in what promises to be an intriguing summer at Old Trafford.